Getting asylum in Europe is about to get harder after the European Parliament just gave EU countries more freedoms to reject asylum applications. I'm in Strasbourg, where lawmakers adopted two measures meant to reduce the number of people coming to Europe without being granted permission. The first is a list of so-called safe countries of origin. As the name implies, these are countries considered to be safe. This measure allows an EU government to quickly dismiss the asylum application of a person coming from one of these countries, even without fully examining the merits of the case. On that list of countries is Egypt, Tunisia, Morocco, Bangladesh, India, Kosovo, Colombia, Turkey, and Georgia. The irony is that governments of some of these countries have been denounced by the European Parliament for violating human rights. The second measure the European Parliament adopted is the Safe Third Countries rule. This allows the authorities to send both failed and hopeful asylum seekers to another country, for example, in Africa or the Western Balkans. The key thing here is the connection criteria is no longer mandatory, meaning that an asylum seeker can be sent to a country they've never been to, so long as that country is deemed capable of offering effective protection. Parliament vote is the latest step in the direction Europe is taking, where governments, under pressure from far-right parties rising in the polls, are adopting more restrictive migration policies.
Two major laws that was set up by EU has already been existing. Every immigrant who committed crime, or every immigrant who each of these member states want to deport, the Article 8 from the UN Convention, most of your lawyers will use it to block these measures. But now, the ministers have sit together to give more powers to the judge to be able to overrule those Article 8 and Article 3. So with this measure, if you are asylum seekers, immigrant, you have a crime, you have committed any crime, it will be very easy for deportation. If you have a deportation order, it will be very easy to enforce it by the police. It's now with this new law, which will come into enforcement from June, every little mistake as an asylum seeker or as an immigrant who has committed any crime, automatically you will be deported to your country, even your transit country. And there are so much about these two